Two leadership entrepreneurs have teamed up to write a book that highlights the small, intentional daily leadership practices that are key to creating an inclusive organization.
Yeah, we have it right here. Concepts such as inclusion, equity, unconscious bias, and inclusive leadership have gained traction in recent years. Joining us from the Art Lounge to talk more about their book, Daily Practices of Inclusive Leaders, is authors Eddie Pate and Jonathan Stutz. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming in. So let's start with what inspired you to write this book.
Well, Tyra and Kelly, for years now, leaders have been asking the question, what can I do now? I mean, today, to have an impact with ID&E. They understand the strategy, they understand their accountability, they understand, the business case rationale is for real, but what can I do today? And I think our book is an answer for that. Also, what's inspired me to write the book, or us to write the book, I think, is we want to hand off 24 plus years together, over 50 years of experience, to the next generation of ID&E leaders and professionals to do this work. And for me personally, it's family. I want to inspire my kids, Carly and Arthur, to go for what they want. I want to just create a source of pride for my wife, Val. So for me, that's why.
Great. Yeah, thank you. I've been studying leaders and leadership and leading teams, as Eddie said, for over 25 years. And in 2013, I went back to City University of Seattle for a master's degree in organizational leadership. And the master's thesis that I wrote out of that was called The Yellow Brick Road of Leadership. And it was this idea that leadership is about having heart, which is empathy and compassion. It's about having courage, the courage to act, to speak out, to create a culture of a speak-up culture, and then having wisdom, which is really experience and knowledge combined to create this wisdom, and through that, a shared vision for creating a culture of belonging. So it was really that master's thesis and a lifelong desire to study leadership that inspired me to write the book.
Let's talk about this moment that we're in right now. Why is this topic important now? And what makes your book different from the other similar type books out there?
Great. Yeah, it turned out to be just a key time. Inclusion, diversity, and equity, as we call it, ID&E, really intentional about the I and inclusion, is under attack right now. There's a lot of pushback, and frankly, the narrative has been hijacked, and a lot of misinformation. And so our book actually resets the narrative and says this is really about building teams where they're highly effective, high performing, where each person gets what they need to be successful. And it creates a culture where the organization can actually win as well, as a result of each person feeling that they are seen, heard, valued, and understood.
It's so important. So what do you hope people will take away from the book, especially here in the Pacific Northwest, where we have such a robust population of leaders, especially in tech and in other major corporations?
Right.
Yeah, no, I think that's right. And there are several things that I can think of. One of the first things is that leaders should understand that doing ID&E work should not be overwhelming, right? It could be as simple as dropping small inclusive pebbles that lead to systemic and cultural change, right? So it's not overwhelming. I want leaders to understand, to kind of take away the fact that they should have a dilemma. I want them to wake up every single day feeling like we've not lived up to our aspirations of our society, of our culture, of this world, really, if you think about it, and I want them to want to do something about it. The other thing that I want them to take away from this, quite honestly, is the understanding that it takes knowledge and wisdom to do this work, that they need to have courage to do this work. In fact, sometimes, as Jonathan and I talk about all the time, you're going to have to rock boats and rock it hard to get done what you want done. And the final piece is to understand that heart is what envelops all of this, right? We want leaders to be vulnerable and empathetic and caring, and that is a trait of an inclusive leader. And in terms of impact, Tyra and Kelly, what I'd love the impact I'd love to have is that we truly have created a book that is a guide for building a culture of belonging for that next generation of diversity professionals, of employee resource group leaders, of HR professionals, anyone and everyone who wants to have a true impact with equity and justice and fairness. And it's kind of full circle of what I said just a moment ago, where leaders constantly come to us saying, so, what can I do? I want, and I think our book has done this, have given answers to all those up-and-coming professionals to help answer the question, what can they do right now today?
All right, tell us a little bit about your book talk that you have happening at Third Place Books in Lake Forest Park.
Well, we're super fortunate to be at Lake Forest Park's Third Place Books tomorrow night on the 29th at 7 p.m. And we're going to do a talk, we're going to answer questions, and we'll do book signing. And Tyra, you will be moderating, and we're super excited. We're super excited to have you.
Great. Yeah. If people go to thirdplacebooks.com and click on events, they can register for the event. It's a very casual, community-focused environment, very informal. We'd love for folks to come on by and check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Starts at 7 p.m. And if you want to learn more about our book, go to inclusivepebbles.com, our website for the book. Inclusivepebbles is one word, .com.
Thank you both so much. Inclusivepebbles.com. Well, it sounds like an awesome book. A lot of people will definitely take away some gems. So congratulations. And yeah, see you tomorrow at Third Place Books.
Great. Thank you.
All right, Tyra and Kelly, thank you. Really appreciate it.
All right. If people weren't inspired enough to see that, they can come meet you too, Tyra.
Absolutely, for sure. Good little nugget. Well, yeah, this is